3, 2.
Cause obviously she's out of my league. I'm wasting my time, but she'll never be mine. And I know I never
will
be
good
enough
for
her. No.
I
Never will be good enough for her.
Perfect.
Yeah, one
Perfect.
take that was the
One take wonders we are.
You got that for free.
Yeah.
You could be charging for this shit.
How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the podcast. I think I'm really funny, but I'm not. My name is Kieran.
Still Jack.
And welcome back to the Biosum channel. Guess what? We've binned off the Drunkly Sober podcast because they're shit.
Mate, I can't go an episode, can you?
Not a single episode.
Can't hold it back.
I gotta find some way to roast them completely.
That's fine. Also, just want to put that out there. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna play good cop. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next episode should be releasing soon. So
if we get this episode out before them,
oh for fuck. Trying to be nice for a change.
Boys, just so you know, if you're watching this, we're filming this on Saturday the 13th.
You probably would have had that.
I would have had the little graphic there anyway. But just so you know, boys, this video is being filmed on Saturday the 13th of July. Depending on what our schedule is going to be, it could either come out the Wednesday coming up, so that will be the... Hold on, I'm doing some inside research. It'll be Wednesday the 17th of July. And if not, if it doesn't come out on that day, it'll come out on the 24th of July. So, boys, this is us saying to you, right?
This is him saying.
This is me and Jack, because whatever I say, Jack agrees with me on this channel. Boys, if you don't get this video out, if you don't get your video out before our video, you're shit. Anyway, guys, if you didn't know, we're back for episode 2. This is the Chat Shit Show, episode 2. If you don't know what the concept of the show is, we just sit here, two guys with two mics, and we just chat shit for however long. So guys, we're back for episode 2 of the Chat Shit Show. As usual, don't have a topic. We're just going to be two friends
shooting the shit.
How's your piece, Jack?
It's okay, I guess.
If you guys didn't know, we're going on holiday a week today. So if, depending on when I edit this, if the video comes out on the Wednesday, we won't be on holiday. If it comes out the following Wednesday, we'll be on holiday. And maybe, just by here, I'll insert a little picture of us on holiday. If not, because I might have already scheduled the upload for... Who knows? I don't.
I won't be in the picture.
They will. I'll make sure that you are in the picture the entire time.
God, I hope not.
I'm going to find
Jesus.
you. I'll even get on the train with you. Just take the picture, then get off at the stop. Like, can you pick me up, please?
I'm lonely.
We're going away on holiday. How are you feeling about that?
Cool. I'm excited. Okay, try to tell my face. No, looking forward to it. It'll be a nice little getaway for everyone who's going. I think not just us, obviously.
Yeah, because it's the first holiday we've had in a year.
Yeah.
We're going back to the same place we went last year.
Mm-hmm.
Which, fuck it. I don't know if it's going to be as good as last year. Mainly because of we did everything last year.
Yeah, there was
Like,
a lot went on.
Yeah, and the weather at the minute is looking shit for it.
Yeah, so it's probably just going to be a lot of sitting around waiting for the weather to get good.
So we're not going far.
Money well spent.
We're going to West Wales. So not too far, about a 2-hour drive from us. But to be fair, it's a nice little caravan park. We went up there last year and it was fucking great. Weather was fantastic the entire time. There is the ice hockey. No, what's it called? Air hockey. The air hockey champion. Ice hockey. You were in the ice hockey jersey.
Yeah. I'm going the Ducks.
We've got the air hockey champion, which, funny enough, what the fuck is?
It's on top of the thing. Yeah, remember that belt that we used to defend on?
Yeah, remember the belt which we haven't defended in like months. I do want to defend it. Saying that, we also need to defend the tag belts.
Yeah, but the tag belts...
Drunkly Sober Podcast!
The tag belts are kind of a novelty. I think the tag belts... I was expecting that to be defended a slight tad bit more.
we've got plans for it. Like, I know we want to do quizzes and shit.
Yeah, I think once we're back now from the little getaway,
we can go full circle with it, because I know we want to do more reactions as well.
Yeah, I think at the minute, a few setbacks here and there, to say the least, over the last month or two-ish.
Yeah, because we wanted more upload, but obviously life happened.
Life does happen.
No, this isn't our full-time job, unfortunately. I want it to be my full-time job. I know Jack doesn't.
I would.
You said on this podcast before that you don't want to be a YouTuber full-time.
No, but then I realised how shit things are at the minute, and I was like, hey, could be less shit.
I think the whole...
No, I think like I've told you before, I think if it's done, in a way where it's still enjoyable and doesn't feel like a job, then I'd be up for it. But then if it comes to a point where it's like hitting, quotas just to get videos out and not doing videos that we enjoy, then it will be monotonous and it won't feel as fun and enjoyable to do.
Because as Jake would say, quantity over quality, all the way around, whichever one he said. I don't care.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah, because that was Jake's fucking stupid argument. That we've got more we upload more. But they're like...
No, There's an element of truth. There's an element of truth to both sides, I think, with the quality over quantity and quantity over quality.
I think
I do prefer the quality. Like most YouTubers I watch.
Yeah, I think that's why most times we won't upload certain bits, because we did a tier list.
Yeah, which got scrapped.
Which we scrapped completely because one, it was out of date like fuck.
Because they just introduced the North American women's belt. Like, 2-3 weeks later.
Yeah,
like
and we was
2 weeks later.
We was like, we can do this better. So we are going to refilm that video at some point.
Yeah, so no, that's what I mean. But I think that's where the quality portion lies. I think we've realised if videos haven't quite hit the mark.
Yeah.
Or we realised if while we're recording a video and we finish it and we go, I don't feel like that was it. I feel like that was kind of a letdown in some areas. Mm-hmm. But sometimes you got to make the mistakes to learn from them, I guess. It would be my philosophical quote for the day. So I reached my quota on that as well.
I was going to say it, but I'm not going to say it.
Oh, wow.
COVID.
Thank you.
But we haven't mentioned COVID in ages.
No, well, you fucking ruined that now.
It stopped my edging streak, and...
Jesus Christ.
Have you seen what they've announced?
For what now?
Shrek 5.
Oh, yeah,
2026?
Yeah, proper hype.
Christ, so far.
That was like one of the best pieces of news I've had in the last like month and a half. Like, I'm not lying, I even had to like post it on my personal story. Like, I was like, oh my god, I was like, some decent news for a change.
Shrek 5 out in 2 years' time.
Oh,
like, think about it, when it comes out, we're going to be 26.
Yeah, it depends when it comes out. That was like be 27.
I think it's July.
Ah,
July 2026. Cool. Which is fucking...
Yeah,
I swear they've been working on it for years.
Yeah, but you heard those rumours for ages. It was like going to be a soft reboot where they like got rid of Shrek's kids.
They get rid of Shrek's kids?
Yeah, I'd read a bunch again.
Fucking it, they just kill like fucking... Oh, Daddy, how's it going? Brrr! Fucking kill them all.
Well, I was thinking more dragon like fucking eats them like
You eat babies!
We eat berries, you fool.
We eat berries and mushrooms.
But no, like I'm pretty hyped for that because obviously, obviously Kyle, massive fan as well, and I fucking usually quoted all the time all 3 of the Shrek films.
Yeah.
Or 4 of the Shrek films.
I was going to say 4.
Yeah.
the fourth Shrek 5 they missed number 4.
The fourth one is pretty good.
Wasn't like Happily Ever After?
Yeah. So, yeah, I think so. Shrek Forever After.
Shrek Forever After.
So me and Kyle had this discussion about it, and I don't know what your take is on it. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people hate the 4th film that I've talked to. I argue it's a better all-around story than like
I think
3.
I think Shrek 4 was better than Shrek 3.
Yeah, but then again, I think mine and Kyle... I do apologise if I'm wrong here, Kyle, if you are watching. But I'm pretty sure me and Kyle put our order as Shrek 2, Shrek 4, Shrek 1, and Shrek 3. Because Shrek 1 is very funny, and the story's good, but Shrek 4 is this weird fucking philosophical deep dive into Shrek's psyche, and it's so much more like... Not that it needs to be super complex as fucking Shrek, But it's like, but then again, but that's what makes it enjoyable because it's so like it's like Shrek's going for a midlife crisis in the film.
I kind of like it when kids films kind of like. I think that's why Bluey is so fucking popular. Like they take all these like adult problems, but like into kid form.
That's what I mean. They filter it through the eyes of a child.
Yeah, and I fucking love Bluey.
But that's my point. Is when you say like, it's a kid's thing. I think. From experience, like watching shit, I think that's a bad excuse because, like, I saw, I think 2 episodes of that Megamind, the second Megamind.
Yeah.
And the first Megamind is for kids. But that film's so fun because there's, some adult jokes in it. I'm not saying everything has to have adult jokes, but there's jokes that are funny, clever, they're clever, the way they're written and stuff like that. So I think the idea of people going, it's a kid's thing, it's supposed to be shit. That's not. Because again, you could think of Megamind.
It's like my
early SpongeBob, especially.
Yeah.
Even late SpongeBob now. Some of the jokes are really fucking wild. So have you seen when SpongeBob? I can't remember. I don't know the context of the scene. I don't think I want to. But it's like SpongeBob gets like his license. It's so fucking weird. And he like grabs his license and he starts like rubbing it against his face.
Right.
And he starts like turning into like the best way I can describe it is he like turns into salad fingers. He's like, I can't believe Miss Puff gave me my license.
I thought he was going to reference when SpongeBob's like buried underground and Mr. Krabs is talking to him.
And he grabs
his dick and like he zooms in. It's like his nose is like fucking there, and Mr. Krabs grabs.
I don't know. I can't remember if that's a slick edit or not.
I think it's edited
because that's really slick. Because I actually had it. I was like, wait a friggin' minute.
It's like, hold on. SpongeBob has a cock?
Sponge cock. But yeah, I was really taken aback by how slick that edit is, to be fair.
It's fucking good.
But yeah, I think I'd argue, like anyone who says, shit for kids is supposed to be shit for us.
I just really hope they don't fumble the ball with Shrek 5.
No, I think they'd...
They ended on a perfect way.
Yeah, someone made the point, though, or someone made a prediction when I was, like, browsing YouTube, and I kind of hope it's true. It was like, they were like, really hope that Shrek 5 smashes the box office compared to Toy Story 5. Or is it... Yeah, there's Toy Story 5 in it.
Is there a Toy Story 5?
There's a Toy Story 5.
Again, though, like, they could have ended perfectly with Toy Story 3.
You could have even argued with 2. Even though, obviously...
How did 2 end?
2 ended with Woody taking Jesse, Bullseye, and all that back with Andy.
Yeah.
It's so freaking funny.
Have you seen the edit? It's like, Buzz is right there. It's like he doesn't mind.
Yeah.
Like I don't see why they're bringing in another Toy Story.
So this is, I think,
let it die.
Let it die.
Let it shrivel up and die. No, just let it fucking end. Just end.
So the argument that was made, I don't know whether it was by an actual Pixar executive. I think it might have been. Don't quote me on this. It's just from what I remember, or it could just been someone's theory. But either way,
a film theory.
So they were saying that Toy Story, and this I think this is a massive cop out. By the way, I don't agree with it. It was like Toy Story 3 was the end of Andy's story. It was like the whole films have been about Woody. Like Woody is the main.
You hardly see Andy.
Yeah.
What was he like? He's just comparing
just like his dad.
No, where the fuck is Woody?
Yeah, like low key, you don't see Andy, you don't see his dad. I'm sure Andy's never seen his dad either. But like,
is that a real thing?
He's never seen his dad. Yeah.
Poor Andy.
Went out for the milk and. But yeah, no, I think that's a bit of a cop out because the main character to me has always been Woody.
It has been Woody.
Yeah, that's
but
why.
Now Woody's doing his own shit.
Yeah, but do you know what the fifth one's about? Them going to get Woody. I'm pretty sure. So
let him be happy. He's fucking Bo, for fuck's sake. He's happy being a toy. Plastic on plastic.
I think she's like porcelain. I don't think she's...
Plastic on... What do you say? Porcelain?
Porcelain, I think. Is it porcelain? I think I butchered the pronunciation.
What is Bo Peep made out of?
I'm going to find some weird results.
Oh, God, you fucking Rule 34 popping up now.
Aye.
But, like, just let it end. Like I said, you could have ended it perfectly with number 3. You could have ended perfectly with number 4, because literally Woody fucks off. He's like, you know what, Buzz, fuck you! And he just fucks off. Just let him
yeah.
be.
Thank God. Porcelain.
Porcelain.
No, not foreskin.
Foreskin.
That's fucking rank. That's a different Toy Story.
That's a different Toy Story. Fucking...
Sheriff Fleshlight and the gang.
I'm trying to think of a funny name. Hold on, come back to me in like 5 minutes. You keep talking.
I'll just take that as the sheer insult. I couldn't think of anything, to be fair.
Donnie the Dildo.
Donnie the Dildo.
In Toy Story 5, Donnie the Dildo comes up. Andy's mum is back. She's there fucking the dildo.
Anyway, yeah, Toy Story 5.
So, it's been announced. Dead Rising, the Deluxe Remaster.
Oh shit, we're talking about that. Okay. Okay.
I know I said to you, because you mentioned us talking about Dead Rising.
Oh yeah, like I wasn't expecting a full potty. Like
no, like
I'm just chuffed to get to talk about it because, especially like the last month or two.
We have just been playing Dead. You more than me.
Yeah, only because I literally a bit of a comfort game. I was saying that to Mr. Pez when we were talking.
What is your favorite Dead Rising game?
2.
Yeah.
I've seen like arguments online that
I've seen
it's
loads of people saying
off the record. Or
It's
1.
Off the record's good.
Off the record is better. The gameplay is mostly better in off the record than 2, but I think the story in off the record isn't as good because I know people say, "Oh, it's not just the reskin," but a lot of Dead Rising 2 off the record is a reskin of 2, and Chuck's story was clearly made. You know, with him being, you know,
the main character.
Obviously, with him being the one who's being framed for the Fortune City incident, and it works. However, I feel like not the twist, but the reveal who caused it in Dead Rising off the record is kind of shite. Because even the news report just feels so forced. It's like when Rebecca's like, "Oh, you know, the one who caused the Fortune City outbreak is the group known as Cure."
Does she... Oh, I thought you meant like she survives in the end of off the record.
Oh, did you not know if she does or not?
I thought she died. She dies in 2.
Okay, so I don't know why I'm warning this for a game that's like 15 years old at this point. But spoilers for off the record.
Wait,
the
does
ending.
she survive in off the record?
So there is an ending you can get, and
That's fucking stupid. Oh, so because I know that Sully shoots Rebecca
in 2,
yeah,
but
so
not in off the record.
Does she shoot Sully?
No, in off the record, this is what I mean. It does throw a few curveballs, which I appreciate, but I still prefer 2 story just because it's more coherent compared to off the records. So, like, Sullivan, the scene obviously where he shoots Rebecca in 2, it changes. So it's Sullivan, I'm pretty sure, gets shot by Stacy in off the record.
Yeah, I thought that.
Yeah. However, Rebecca gets kidnapped by TK in the ending where you... KT... where you don't give KT the Zombrex.
Right.
So remember... Right, I'm going to try and make this as less thing as possible. So, ending S in Dead Rising 2 is when you give KT the Zombrex, and then you do the fight, don't you?
Yeah.
It's a similar thing in Off the Record. However, in Off the Record, if you don't give KT the Zombrex, Rebecca's fate is unknown. However, what most people...
so just KT... Kidnap
Rebecca.
And then you never fucking...
Yeah, but if you get that... it's very...
So you never know what happens to Rebecca?
Yeah, but then you can get...
I thought that... Like,
no, but then you can get an ending where Frank goes and saves Rebecca. And that is, for most people, what they would consider...
so it's a case of, like, you got to decide what you want to do. Like,
Rebecca
or
I think it's... If you don't give... If you give TK Zombrex, it leads to the overtime ending where you save Rebecca. But if you don't, then I don't think you find out what happens to Rebecca.
So does it end the same way then with Frank being in the lift?
No. There's a few different endings.
Okay.
That's what I mean. So they didn't include the end. At least I don't think there's the ending in the left. I often... Because
that's the canon ending too.
That's... Yeah, because for a long time everyone thought it was S, the overtime one.
Which one's that one?
That's where you fight... KT, and he falls. You know, you had that, and you save Katie and Stacey.
I thought that'd make more sense. Like
However,
so because the end I'm talking about was A then.
Yeah, the ending A scenario is where obviously Chuck gets caught in the elevator. Now, originally, a lot of people didn't think that was the canon ending, but then when they released when they released Case West, it was like, fuck, we need to find a way for Chuck to be on his own in one of these endings that makes sense. And then, we got Case West, which, annoyingly enough, is still only exclusive on Xbox.
Yeah, because I was looking at it the other day, I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind playing Case West.
Case West and Case Zero are both stuck on Xbox.
Because they're DLC packs, aren't they?
Yeah, because Case Zero is like the prelude like to Dead Rising 2, where Chuck and Katie escape. I think it's Water Creek, the town.
Mm-hmm.
I could be wrong, but I think it's that. And then they go to Fortune City, so it's literally that long before. And then obviously Case West is just after, and that was what led to the Dead Rising drought then till 2013. We got Dead Rising 3, which again is only on Xbox.
I've heard this.
I've heard it's not.
It's mid.
Yes, but it's
I
better
still
than
wanna play it,
fucking 4.
Yeah, because on PlayStation at the minute is on
Frank's
offer.
big package.
Frank's big package. It's like £8 or something.
Yeah,
and like
it was gonna cave.
Yeah, it was close to caving. I think what threw it off for me then was
No
co-op, and most of the Dead Rising games. I love playing with co-op. Because I think like for me that's what got me into Dead Rising is the co-op.
I think a lot of people got into Dead Rising from 2
because
because of the
that's
co-op.
why I prefer Chuck rather than Frank.
Yeah,
So I've seen a lot of people like because it's popping up like on the Biosum channel at the minute. It just keeps popping up like Dead Rising shit. I keep watching it, and it's just a case of like I'll keep watching it. And I saw one was like Frank versus Chuck, like who's better?
Yeah, and Frank wins.
Frank wins, and it was like high diff. And I was like, fucking, I looked at the comments, there was loads of people saying, it's like, one of the, like, there's the classic ones being like, he's covered wars, you know. There's people saying, stop being caught up in nostalgia, which I get. It's like the same fucking thing with who's the best Spider-Man. And a lot of people instantly go for Tobey.
I still say Toby. I just prefer his characterization. But that for me is, don't get me wrong, obviously it's part nostalgia. But then again, I was 11 when they released Andrew Garfield, and I remember loving his first film. And I go back and forth on it, but I do actually like Andrew Garfield's first film. I wish they had have not retread as much ground like from the Tobey films as they did, because I don't think that helped Amazing Spider-Man. So yeah, like obviously at the end of the day, it could be year all day talking about preferences with like, you know, characters like your Franks, your Chucks, and all your Spider-Man and your Spoodermans. But going back to like the Dead Rising stuff now.
Yeah.
I know. We're there.
It's like we cut the camera swing.
Yeah. Working our way back around to that now, it's like with the deluxe and all that being released, that gives me faith and hope now that we will get a remaster of 2.
Oh, I really, really
but
want to get 2.
There's a caveat, because I don't hate the new Frank voice, but I prefer the old Frank voice.
Yeah, I think.
Don't get me wrong, I will actually say I think Frank's best performance voice acting wise is in Case West and Off the Record.
Yeah.
I think, because Dead Rising 1 definitely has that very B-movie charm to the script and delivery. Like if you watch a bunch of cutscenes, but not saying that's bad at all, because I love it, because it just adds to it and the absurdity of it all.
Sorry, did you say B-movie?
Yeah. Barry B. Minson.
I kind of zoned out for a second. All I heard was B-movie.
Yeah, what I was saying is I want a survival horror B-movie game, basically.
What, where you play as Barry?
No, where you play as, what's his name, Ken.
Oh.
And you go around and the bees are like coming after you.
Oh.
It's like Resi 4. It's like over the shoulder.
If anybody watching is a game developer, we've got a sick idea.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jack's got a sick idea.
It's fine. We'll co-credit it as long as it gets made.
Yeah, make the game and then
I'm fine with that. And we'll promote it.
Yeah, but
World War B.
A B-movie story.
Oh, powerful.
A B-movie game movie
Story.
Based off the books.
Face off the books.
You mentioned this to me, and I thought it was a really fucking sick idea. I really want it to happen. If it can happen, we don't know. Peter Flemming.
Yeah, so for those who don't know,
Peter Flemming is the voice of Chuck Greene. Really want to get him and do an interview on the channel. I think that'd be fucking, because you mentioned it, I was like, fuck, that is so fucking cool if we can get that.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like I grew up Dead Rising wise from Dead Rising 2. That's the first Dead Rising I got into. And I think you let me learn Dead Rising 1. And I was like, I think if I started with 1 then to 2, I think
I do think playing 2 first kind of hurt 1 for some people.
Yeah.
However,
1,000%.
I've been replaying it again recently. Jesus Christ! If you, like, for me at least, if I think it's far more challenging than 2.
Yeah.
Like, I think 1 is super difficult in comparison. I'm not saying it's the hardest game in the world. Like, fuck me, a game I'd never want to do fucking on the hardest difficulty again. It's probably fucking Resi 4 remake. Like, that was fucking miserable.
No, I haven't played 4. I played 5. Fuck.
Yeah, like that Professional's worse actually though, but that's because of the bleed out times on Resi 5. So you know it was bad enough. Like, say you got shot. This is Resi 5 now for the context. Well, you know, you get shot. I run over to you, give the first aid spray, all that good shit. Mr. Pez will tell you get about 2 seconds to revive on Professional on Resi 5.
Yeah, fuck that.
We did it. It took us like 6 months because we took a break. I think it was like 6 months, and we were like, "Mate, I need a whiff," because we were just dying constantly. I think in the end we B ranked the campaign, which is decent considering the amount we died.
Yeah.
But we weren't expecting like an S rank or anything. But back to Peter
Flemming. I think that'd be very cool to get an interview with him, because like I said, Dead Rising wise, I grew up with 2. Like, Chuck's my favourite out of
the protagonist.
Out of the 3. I was gonna say 4, but then
that Frank is a different Frank.
Yeah, so technically 4. There's OG Frank, and then there's Big Package Frank.
Small package Frank.
Because if you didn't know, we worked on a film, and it was called The Wheel Deal, and Peter Flemming's actually in that. So if you watch it, he's actually the narrator, not the narrator, like the voice, the announcer at the start of the show.
What was even cooler about that? So I think I was in London at the time, and I messaged Dill when I was sat in a pub, and I said, "You never guess what who's just talked to me on Instagram." He went, "Who?" I went, "Peter Flemming." He went, "Peter Flemming." He went,
"He's so fucking
that's
cool.
Chuck Greene's voice actor, isn't it?" I went, "Yes, Chuck Greene's voice actor." He went, "He's so cool because he messages everyone like
if you follow him."
He's like, "Oh, thanks for the follow. You know, happy to see. You know, if you're a fan of mine, I'm really happy you've come along for the ride to see what I'm up to these days." So I thought, really cool. And I messaged him because I was like, "Oh, if this is actually legit him, I want him to know." And I was like, I just said, first, year of work in Dead Rising 2, I was like, oh my god, I said, one of my favorite games, like top 3 easily for me. I was like, such a good game. I was like, your performance is magnificent, and then I was sat there, and I can't remember. I'll credit Dill with this, and so the car. Because I'm pretty sure this is how it went. I think he said, "Oh, imagine if we could get him in our final project for university this year, like the film we're all doing." I was like, "Oh, that'd be sick." And to be fair, he messaged him and he said, "So the idea we have is we need like, someone to voice over this and say like, you're watching The Wheel Deal with your host Preston W. Bancroft."
Yeah,
and in his cool Chuck Greene voice, like,
"You're watching The Wheel Deal with your host, Preston W. Bancroft."
And yeah, it was really cool because he messaged back. I think he messaged him like 2 takes. And, he didn't ask for anything in return. He was a lovely guy from, my interactions with him. And he obviously got in the film. And then in the film, there's a scene I encourage, if people want to go watch it. I'm pretty sure, still on the Uncut Films.
Still on there, oh yeah.
Yeah, so like if you're going to go watch, like give it a watch, because there's a few Dead Rising Easter eggs in there as well. So like one of the games in it,
on the wheel.
Yeah, on the wheel when it spins around, is from TIR on the online game mode.
Master Shafter.
Master Shafter. And then there's a few others, which I think me and Dill were just like, let's shove some Resi ones in there. And there's like Crimson Head, which I don't know, we still don't know what fucking that game would have been. Probably just unleash a Crimson Head on the contestants. But yeah, so cool. And then I have to sprinkle this one in there just to show like really nothing but positive interactions whenever I've had the pleasure of talking to Peter.
Yeah.
Is I had a project coming up for university, and it was like talking about actors and the freelance work and all that. And I think I was doing comparisons between freelance work in the United States and freelance work in the UK. And I was like, oh my god, I need an actor from the US. I had an actor from the UK. Ed Llewellyn, who's also in a few of the films over on Uncut Films as well. Great guy, and fantastic response he gave me for the piece of work I was doing. And I messaged Peter Flemming then, and I said, "Hiya, Peter." I said, "I don't mean to be a pain." I said, this, and this. Would you be able to help? And to be fair, he was lovely about it. He said, "Hiya, Jack." He said, "Unfortunately, I haven't really been in the acting realm for a while." He said, "So any information I tell you could be out of date. It could be completely wrong."
Yeah.
And all that. And I was like, "Oh, no, thank you." I said, "I very much appreciate the response."
You got a response.
Yeah, which is cool. And like I said, Geez, like I really like when I pitched the idea to Mr. Pez originally, and I was like, "I'm going to tell Key about this." I was like, "Oh,
I think it's such a cool
yeah."
idea.
So if we can get him on
if
here,
it could happen, that'd be fucking.
I don't care if it's like a 30-minute interview with him. The idea to just like even get the opportunity, not just to interview him because of both of our like. Fandoms with the work he's done, especially with the Dead Rising franchise.
I think for you as well,
as an actor and voice actor especially, and I know there'd probably be people watching would love to maybe get into the mind of someone who's very familiar with not just voice acting in like video games and stuff. I know he's done some commercials and stuff. So watching an interview,
maybe ask about Dead Rising 5 as well, because the leaked footage I saw, Chuck was meant to be in it.
Yeah, and
so
that's what I mean.
If that was meant to happen or not.
It'd be so sick to be able to just, pick his brain as well, selfishly, for me. Just to get, like...
But even then, like... Because I really, 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 really want to bring on fucking Riley. So we can talk about fucking acting and get into the business and everything. So it's literally just a case of, like... showing, like, how... the industry can work and how hard it is to get into it and like fucking what can be done and shit like that, just so like the content there is for like everyone.
Yeah, and I think
because it's what I said to you is like when we came back, I didn't want it to be just wrestling.
Yeah,
which did start off like okay, we're just wrestling, but then we had like the fucking you laugh, you drink, the fucking the chat shit show, the reactions, which I've been wrestling, but
that's also been nice because that hasn't just. Because obviously, I don't think it's a controversial thing to say, but I think both of us are predominantly WWE wrestling fans.
Like most of the boys who I wrestle with, they keep saying, like, when are you getting me on the podcast? And I was like, brother, we're in a garage.
Yeah, like, I think if we had an appropriate setup, because I even told you about that a little while ago, I was like, even if, you want to get some people on that you've wrestled with, or there's, wrestlers that you want on, I'd be interested in, helping with that process, because again, it's nice to hear everyone else's different perspectives on their professions. Example, like you said, Riley with the acting. Riley's our age, and just like me, wants to break into acting.
And he's just wrapped the film up.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. And he's been putting in the graft, as it were, as my dad would say.
He moved to London.
Yeah.
To try and forward his acting career.
Yeah, and
I think he's come back now because he said that. Brother, like, well, you didn't say brother. You probably went
brother.
Shag.
I think Kyle.
Shag. You went shag. Like, honestly, the amount of people trying to make it big in London, like acting wise, I was like, well, yeah, I think that's gonna be anywhere you go.
Yeah. However, it's obviously a thing of like I'd think.
I get it.
I'd think monetary wise, because like if you're working like a full-time job like our kid was, you were sacrificing a guaranteed wage working at your job for potentially a week's worth of extra rolls, or even a few days, which is gonna be paying a lot less than what your guaranteed salary would have been a month. If you
paying at all.
Yeah, exactly. And I think that's like a really difficult thing to find the balance with.
Yeah,
it's like to my knowledge, I've still never been paid to act. Like,
I've just got my first commission for filming.
Oh, there you go. Then.
And I was fucking, like, the guy messaged me. He was like, oh, what are your bank details? And I was like, oh my fucking God, this is crazy. I filmed a show up in Swansea for a wrestling promotion. Met the boy himself, Joe Hendry. Nice guy. I'll tell you, it was fucking so nice. Tom Campbell from Cotton he is. He literally came over and he's like, he said his hellos, and I was like, oh, how's it going? We talked for ages.
Nice.
Like he's such a fucking. Even when I was leaving, he was like, oh, bye guys, it was nice to meet you. I hope to see you again soon. He's fucking lovely.
He sounds like a lovely
Oh,
gentleman.
he's fucking. So I think I saw some of my friends because they came to watch the show like outside. I went like, "Oh, who have you met?" I was like, "Oh, I met Joe Hendry, Tom Campbell, loveliest guy I've met."
Good.
And that is so rare. I won't go into too long wrestling, but it's so rare on the wrestling scene to meet such like people. Well, one, lovable, nice, and fucking just overall a decent person. Like I can name like a few of people from the top of my head. First one sticks to my Big D. Big D, love him.
Jacob's a boy.
I fucking love him to bits. Then obviously some of my boys, fucking Sammy, JJ. Sammy can be a bit of a twat most times, but I love him for it. Anyway, we're not talking about wrestling. We're talking shit.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of the talking shit. Is like, you know, we've
because so like this episode has gone a lot better than the last episode. Because at least we've stayed on topics for like more that.
Yeah.
So far we've talked about Shrek 5, Toy Story 5, Dead Rising.
Yeah, which that was quite a long bit. I wasn't expecting it to go as long as it did.
No, but it's nice.
It's nice to get in the weeds on some stuff. I have a question. I think I've used this question before, but anything coming up on the horizon? Any?
I've got a new podcast coming out.
Oh yeah, cool.
It's called the Chat Shit Show episode 2. Don't know when it's going out, but
no, I just wondered like any films you're doing at the minute, like any upcoming filming or any any important shows like wrestling wise.
Oh, wrestling wise, there's a few big ones. Wrestling close to home on the 10th of August.
Yeah, no,
in the building. Won't say it because, you know, YouTube.
Fun say because docs ourselves.
I was meant to wrestle in that building back before COVID. So we meant to wrestle in there, I think it was like August, July time. I was meant to wrestle in that building. So it's nice to just kind of come like full circle, and now I am actually going to wrestle in that building. Because like it being so close to home for me as well, like I don't get these shows so close to home. Like don't get me wrong, I'll have some shows like which are fairly close but not like super close. Like this is literally a bus ride away from my house and it takes me like 10 minutes to get there, which is fucking most of the times like wrestling shows like fuck, because I don't drive, it's like how the fuck am I gonna get to the show, let me see who's on the show, It's like okay, sick, I'm getting there for them, done. This one can just be like, just check the bus times.
Yeah,
I can literally just wake up.
One of the bus times are good.
Probably not. It's probably gonna be a Saturday. So is it a Saturday or is it? I think it's a Saturday. I think it's a Saturday.
10th?
The 10th.
Yeah, I think.
Fuck knows. Who knows? Then we got a big one in the Leisure Centre. September the 1st. I think like this is just going from memory at the minute. Like there's more dates. There's more dates, but like I think those two are the ones I'm very excited for. Like a lot of changes are going to be happening in the wrestling shit anyway. Like there's a school which I've said to opening in Cardiff soon, where one of my inspirations is going to be head coach, and I really want to go there.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be going there when it opens, hopefully, if all plans go well. And I just love him so much.
He loves him so much. I ain't got a lot on.
You got anything going on, Jack?
Fuck all.
Going on holiday or something, aren't you?
What's my rundown? Got that project to film.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh shit, yeah, I've got a film coming up.
Cheers, Matt. Thank you for remembering.
I completely forgot.
You fucking keep that in.
So we're working on a film. I have got a project coming up. You could have reminded me.
No, it was like,
oh, any projects coming up? No.
No, fuck your projects.
Fuck your film. Jack's got a film coming up. We'll talk about that sometime.
Yeah.
But not today.
Not today.
Because we're done chatting shit now.
No, all I'm saying is it's going to be one of the films of all time.
Tommy Marsh is going to be
a household name.
So, yeah, guys, we're done chatting shit. Now we're going to talk about real stuff. Like politics. Can't believe it's just going to So, guys, we hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like,
Favorite,
favorite.
You can't.
You know, I am just gonna keep saying that. Like,
you may
favorite,
as well.
subscribe, and I thought you was doing that.
No, just rubbed my arm.
Yeah, don't forget to like, favorite, subscribe. You can't favorite, but favorite anyway. Do everything which every other YouTube tells you to do, because I'm not a
Click the
YouTuber.
bell.
Click the bell to get notified.
Notified.
To get notified when we upload a video, and
I think that's pretty much it.
that,
I think you hit the nail on the head
that's pretty
there.
much it. Yeah. So we hit the nail on the head there, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye. I love chatting shit.
I do, to be fair. It's quite cathartic.
Is it?
Tell you what else is cathartic. When someone forgets they got a project coming out of mine.
Shit.